Hiya to the tribes and greetings to all. About 90 years, 95 years ago, a great man wrote a book. Title of the book is The Fall of America. He told you the truth. He told you about the corruption, the tile of mysterious Babylon, the whole history of it. Now, we're living in that time. Babylon is being destroyed. But you don't know it. You do not know it. The masquerade has been over now close to 5 years. Yes, over 5 years, close to 6 years. The masquerade has been over. The party is gone. The love, America is gone. This will not be reported on your news. You got to go inside and find out inside of your own intuition and do some research. There's some people talking about it. Everything is fake. I did a research on the White House a few months ago, and they said it was for sale. And I saw someone doing a video live at the White House and all the government buildings. They had this yellow tape. What they mean, a crime scene? I'm telling you what I saw. And I bring it to your attention now, tribes, because if you still interlock with this system in any way, this so-called government, you need to get your divorce. The love is gone. The love America for its people, man, that was corrupted long, long time ago. So, what am I saying? I'm saying better what's being said, because I'm not the only one saying it. What's being said is get your divorce papers. You ain't got to do anything but do something for yourself. That was the main message that Elijah's taught us. Do for yourself. If you're dependent on government, the government to feed you. It's over with. So if the government can't feed you, I mean, there's no Jobs around. And you know, Job was a symbol of suffering because of disbelief. More than disbelief, unfaithfulness. I explained that later about Job. I did that in another video. I'm not going to go through that here. You have some skill. Get that skill and go out and make it your own way. Because the jobs are gone. Nobody has a job for you because there's no money. I want you to think as if, and it's true, nobody's coming to your aid. What you gonna do? How you gonna survive? Have you planned this? Have you planned your future to survive when America is destroyed? Look, it's been falling for decades. America has been falling. And you couldn't see it because the dust hasn't settled yet. The main criminals in our history of America, the recent, was Theodore Roosevelt. What he did from 1930, I think it's 32, 33 to 45, what he did in those years was all criminal activities, all against the Constitution. So that means everybody living a fake lie. Let's take this so-called homeless situation because that was created. Make you dependent on jobs, make you dependent on the government, then put a rug from under you because you wasn't doing it for yourself. Then you're forced out of your houses, you go on the street, and they say you're homeless. But who created the homeless situation? You didn't. You followed the rules. You went to school, you worked, you did everything you're supposed to do. But like Job, you didn't trust in God. You trusted in the government to take care of you. Now, as they clear the streets off in Cali and these other places on Turtle Island, where are these people going to go? Well, they're going to lock them up. They're going to incarcerate them and put them to work. That was the plan all along. So unless you want to wait until that day of judgment come, I'm giving you a heads up and say, hey, get you a lawnmower, learn to cut people's yards, if you can do that. I use that example because that's what I did when I was in the city with no support. I got me a lawnmower, cut yards till I got myself in a position to take myself further. But you have many skills. The point is you got to be independent. You got to be your own. The only person you can depend on is yourself. And this is where friendships come in. You got to have friends. You got to have a community, a support group. So anybody want to talk to me about this masquerade being over? Listen to the song. Nancy Wilson sings it very well. She puts a lot of love in that song. Man, we don't hear music like that anymore. If you cut the lights down low and close your eyes, put on some incense, she would take you to an out-of-body experience, an out-of-planetary experiences with that voice. I love it. And another thing, during that time, we had music that was about love. Love is taking you to another dimension. That's the fifth element. So, since no one want to come in, I'm going to close it out with my repeating the statement. You got some seeds, you got some land, plant them bad boys. The store is going to be closed in a few months. Or you want to wait and see? You're going to wait and see if I'm telling you the truth? Why don't you be smart? Why don't you see what I'm saying the truth and just say, well, just in case he's telling the truth, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm telling you, don't be caught with your pants down. A lot of y'all were caught a few years ago with your pants down. You didn't know certain things could happen, that people can force you to do certain things. And I'm not going to elaborate on it now. But yes, situations will always force you to do things if you haven't planned. If you don't have a plan, you've already failed because you don't have a plan to succeed. So plant your gardens, find some way to get an income if you're renting or if you want to pay your house taxes or just to eat. What would you do if you didn't have a job to go to? That's what I want you to ask that question. How would you take care of yourself if you couldn't go to a job, which in the Bible is summarized? In the Bible, job is a symbol of suffering. What would you do if you didn't have that government handout? Yeah, they hand it out and they take it back. So go back and read that book if you can find it, The Fall of America. Elijah wrote it back in I want to say 70, maybe have been 60. I think it was 73, something like that. And yes, because I see that day is very, very near. It's actually here. It's just that the dust hasn't settled yet, and people can't see it. I can see it, so I'm passing on to you. Hiya, hiya to the tribes, and greetings to the guests.